Hey everybody, welcome to Tomorrow's Headlines Today. It's Robin from Fireside Grace Ministries. I would like to apologize in advance for the noise that you will hear in the background. My kids are outside playing in the backyard, and it's cool with me. I don't care if they make noise. You know that we are a family-oriented, family-centered ministry, and as such, if our kids are playing and making noise, so be it. And if the dogs make noise, so be it. I don't care. May be distracting to some people, but, normal ministry people have normal lives. One of the biggest complaints or biggest issues that I've heard and come across in ministry while ministering is talking to people who are kids of pastors, and a lot of times they get pushed away from ministry. They don't want to do ministry. They feel resentful of ministry, etc., like they were unrecognized, unloved, or whatever. Because their parents focused on ministry so much, they felt like they were forced to do ministry and all kinds of things, and so it makes them feel rebellious and act rebellious and as a result of that. Because most of the time, people get in ministry, and that's what they do. People travel to go all across the country, all across the world, from church to church, work long hours. Pastors don't really get time off. You might take a vacation, but you never really get time off. Pastors have to work 7 days a week, whereas the regular lay people don't work 7 days a week for the church. There's a day where you get off. Of course, you have to make that day for yourself to find that Sabbath, but a lot of times it doesn't happen. You still get phone calls. You still get asked to do this. You still have to do church functions and planning and write sermons and all this stuff. So it's hard and it's difficult. So we make sure to put our family first no matter what, and we're going to continue to do that. And hopefully we set the example for pastors now and in the future and for our kids, etc., that family will come first. And if that means that we will have our kids in church services, then so be it. If that means that sometimes they're a little loud in the background, then so be it. And just remember that for the future. But today, for Tomorrow's Headlines Today, I do have some things to talk about. I don't have a lot to talk about. I do have a little bit about the Iraqi dinar and Venezuela and a couple of other things. So this will be a relatively short Tomorrow's Headlines today for you, so I hope that you enjoy it. So, I forgot to make a cup of coffee, so this should be a good episode of Tomorrow's Headlines Today. But anyway, I wanted to talk about, first of all, we have our abortion prevention conference seminar that we're doing Saturday, and I'm just going through here and taking some notes if you want to see what my notes look like for this coming up here. Let's see. We'll just pick a random page here. Here's just one page of my notes. That's just me perusing through, looking at the chapters that I'm going to teach from. So it should be good. If you'd like to contribute to that so we can help afford to pay for the people that are coming, and honestly, to pay our bills, because we don't even have enough to pay our bills right now, but we're going to do this regardless. But we've been blessing people, and we've been able to help this family. And thank you, everybody that has contributed towards that. They're blown away by the goodness of God because of y'all. We were able to send a few boxes of diapers to the pregnancy center and buy a couple cans of formula. Of course, the formula they need is like $75 a can, so we were able to get a few cans, like four or five cans of that stuff, which is over $300, but that's what they need because there's a lot of babies being born that have to have Nutramigen lately. It's weird because our son was born. Joseph had to have Nutramigen also. He was allergic to wheat, whey, and soy, and we think he's still allergic to whey and maybe soy a little bit because he breaks out when he eats things that have soy in them, but almost everything has soy in it these days. So if you'd like to contribute to that, to help us out, we need it, especially this time of year. Christmas time is a hard time for us. We already got all of our Christmas presents and stuff. Don't worry about that. We're all set with that. We have enough food in the refrigerator and everything. We buy things in advance knowing that this month is a difficult month, but we're all set with that stuff. So Let me just roll the old information right across there down at the bottom, and we'll get into the tomorrow's headlines today. Our conference starts at 10:30 at Valley Baptist Church in Searcy, Arkansas, on Saturday. So if you just happen to be in the neighborhood, you want to come by, just let us know you're coming. That would be great, but you can pop in. You are not requiring you to pay the $75. That to us doesn't matter. That's basically to cover the amount that it costs to print out the books and overhead and food, etc. But if there's not going to be a whole lot of people, we're probably just going to take everybody out to lunch and then pay for it. So that is that. So let's get into the tomorrow's headlines today. All right, there is about to be a recall on several COVID-19 vaccines and boosters. I'm not sure if I'm even allowed to mention that. Probably going to get red flagged by ye old powers that be here. But there's about to be a recall on that because there's going to be some stuff that's discovered that is not good. The last time I said there would be a recall, there was. I specifically said there would be a recall on like Pfizer vaccines or something. And there was X amount of millions of vaccines recalled in Japan because there was aluminum in their Pfizer vaccine or one of those. So I'm not saying that that is what is going to be recalled for, but some stuff is going to come out. In Trump's presidency coming up here, YouTube and other social media platforms are going to come under heavy scrutiny for their role in censoring true and factual information per the behest of government entities. In some cases, you'll see that some of these people were actually strong-armed and threatened by these entities that if they don't, that they will pull funding, etc., or come after them with certain things. So they didn't really have much of a choice. All right. YouTube and other social medias. All right. So the AICICIA and the FBI and other agencies will be exposed for their involvement in these types of campaigns. They probably picked it up. There's not really much you can do, but if you start naming these things, they start popping you and stuff. So whatever. Come at me, bro. It's like I watched this video of the UFO hearing, and they said if you even mention the name Immaculate Constellation, then you're on a watch list or something like that. So it's like, oh, okay. Well, they named it, so I guess put me on a watch list. And that lady goes, I guess come at me, bro. So that was pretty funny. These agencies will be exposed for their involvement in these types of campaigns. Okay, so I saw that the Iraqi dinar was going to revalue, and it was going to be something to do with Trump trying to help Iraq. And he came out with some stuff that he was talking about. I saw this in a vision. He was talking about stuff that George Bush did, and the first Bush and the second Bush, George H.W. Bush and George W. Bush did, that he thought was unfair, not just, not right. Do not come in here. I'm recording. No, I'll be done in about 5 minutes. So give me 1 second. Anyway, that's my son had come tell me that he threw his styrofoam airplane on the roof by accident, which I won't be able to get because I don't have a ladder. Okay, the Iraqi dinar was going to be revalued as Trump helped bring reform to the government in Iraq and create a deal with them for their help towards us in the event of a war. And then I saw that he was going to help them get free from their economic reliance on petroleum, and I think 84% of their GDP comes from petroleum. So that's a thing. If like they get controlled, if their oil gets controlled somehow, or they get shut off, that they're banned or blocked or whatever, that could absolutely cripple that nation, and those people would suffer terribly. So to help them get free from that and to find reliance on something else was a great thing. So that's one of the things that he wants to correct and make right, because Trump wants to do the right things, and that'll help, that'll benefit us. Now, in a time of war, I have seen that Iraq would be against Israel in a time of war, but who knows for how long that would happen or what. You know, it might be a temporary thing, and then we go in and take over or whatever. But one thing we've learned from Iraq and Afghanistan is that those people know how to wage war, and it can be a long and arduous war. I can't tell you how many people I know that have been hurt, hit by IEDs, killed in Iraq, Afghanistan, etc. One of our friends, she was in a Humvee, an IED went up out of the ground, killed everyone in her Humvee, and somehow she was very badly wounded, and she still has PTSD from that, and she survived that, and she's a musician, etc. So, we know a lot of people, we've seen the effect on that, so we don't want to go to war with them if we don't have to. And, just saying, from the perspective of knowing soldiers and having friends personally who've died over there, etc., I would hate to see us go to war with them again, unless we're actually going to, crush them and take over quick and reform things, which we could do. But anyway, let's see. Venezuela will soon see civil unrest as Maduro is ousted from office. The legitimacy of his presidency will be challenged, and the fraud that transpired to put him in power will be exposed. I don't know anything about that. I literally know nothing about that. So I'm interested to see what goes on there. But I guess you should pray for the people. Okay, and then the Lord said, watch Nicaragua. We need to pray about Nicaragua. He said, watch Nicaragua as Russian military presence is seen more and more in Russia. Russia has a secret plan to use Nicaragua in preparation for the advent of a war with America. So those are the things that I had for tomorrow's headlines today. Go ahead and drop your like, your comment, your like and subscribe and everything else right there. Anything on Zion Oil? Nope, nothing. Hey, bro, I'm from Poland. Have you received anything from God about Poland? Let me take a look here in my notes, because I have in the past. So let's see. Poland. Okay. Make no mistake, Ukraine is just a part of what Russia plans to do. This beautiful country is just a small piece of Putin's plan to take over not just parts of the original Soviet Confederation. Ukraine is a gateway for Russia to try and make a swift takeover of Poland. So you need to pray for Poland to not be taken over by Russia, not be attacked by Russia again. So let's see. Here's another one. Let's see. Russia will not stop with Ukraine. They will become a serious threat to the European Union and parts of Asia. Poland, Belarus, and Lithuania will be threatened, and some will fall or cave into blackmail and demands from Russia. So that's another thing. That's one of the things I saw, is that Russia would try and blackmail Poland heavily, multiple times, to tell them, we're going to cut you off from oil, we're going to cut you off from this and cut you off from that, if you don't side with us, agree with us, and come back under our federation. And that's what Russia wants to do. They want to grow their empire, they want to grow their federation to protect the mainland of Russia. So here's another one. This is from 3/2024. Let's see. New leadership is coming to Poland. Poland will begin peace negotiations with Russia, in which Poland becomes an independent state. What is that even? That must be like long-term in the future, so I don't know. A petroleum independent state. So that would be interesting, because as far as I know, Poland doesn't really have any natural gas or oil or anything. So there's some things that I've heard about that, so that's what we need to pray about. Where can I buy the dinar? No idea. People send it to us. I have no idea where we can get it. Maybe go to Iraq. Maybe you can probably find it on Amazon. Let's see. Anything on the flash crash? Nope, nothing still. What in the world is going on with the country Haiti? Well, there's a whole lot of idolatry that goes on there, witchcraft, heavy witchcraft. So what you need to do is pray. I have never met a person who's come back from a mission trip to Haiti and not told me how much witchcraft and how devastating it was there. So we need to pray about that. Pray that the Lord goes in there and that witchcraft is removed in Jesus' name. Mr. Robin, could you please ask our Lord about South Korea? The Korean president declared martial law to investigate fraud elections involved by North Korea and China. Please pray for Korea. Yes, I will. Let's see. How are you today? I'm doing good. Hey there, Timothy Smith. How are you? Good for you, Robin. Kids equals life. Thank you, Carol. Kat, hello, brothers and sisters. Kelitzina, hi. Piman, keep, hello. God bless you. Colton, hello. John Salami, hello. Anything about XRP or Shiba Inu? No, nothing recently. I don't know. I've seen, what I've been seeing, honestly, about Bitcoin and Shiba Inu and Doge and all of that is that They're pretty much all tied hand in hand, right? But usually if XRP is doing good, Bitcoin's dropping, and if Bitcoin's dropping, they all drop. So I don't know. They kind of go hand in hand. But what I've been seeing is that Bitcoin was going to reach a newer all-time high and just keep going up and then drop drastically. And then it would go back up, and then it would drop a little bit more. But ultimately, I've seen it going over $114,000 a coin. But the Lord said for a few years that will be the case with Bitcoin, but as other coins grow and rival Bitcoin, Bitcoin's eventually going to dissipate and disappear, and it won't be one of the biggest holders of revenue, income, etc. So, hey, Steven, how's it going, man? Long time no see. So one day Bitcoin will just kind of disappear as other coins grow. And just think about this, one day, these coins are just going to be where all of your money is. Because people just keep taking, real money and putting it into that and investing into that. So either they're going to have to keep printing more money or something's going to disappear. Yep. Lord, I pray for Chris Warren's dad right now. I pray that he is completely healed from cancer, from that tumor. I command that mass or tumor to completely dissolve, disintegrate, and disappear right now in the name of Jesus. That is completely healed with no adverse side effects or reactions. All right, guys. Love you guys. Be blessed. I'll see you again soon. I need to go get a haircut because look at this mess. I never let it get this bad. But I wear a hat not because I don't do my hair when I wake up in the morning, though you wouldn't be able to tell. I wear a hat because I don't like long hair because I don't want to look like a woman. And it's like I made a meme a long time ago and said there's only two types of men without beards: children and women. All right. I love you guys. Be blessed, and I'll see you again very soon. Until next time. Bye.